What's going on, everyone? It's Chris Berry here. When we're training salespeople, there are common things that a lot of people just don't understand or they're a little confused on. And even people that are just looking for ways to make money online, I think there's a lot of gaps in knowledge and perceptions of what actually takes to become successful and everything like that. So what I want to do today is just walk through some of those steps of at least my journey, and also the journey of many of the salespeople that I've worked with, what it's kind of been like for them, and what are the biggest things that were eye-openers for them? What was different than what we first thought it was? So to give you guys a little bit of background of even me, I went and I lived in Rome for 4 months. And during that time, it was a study abroad for my school. I went ahead and I traveled all over Europe, and I just fell in love with traveling. And for me, I'd always been very business-minded and wanted to do different things. As the kid who liked to sell lemonade growing up as a kid, chocolates, you name it. But ultimately, after traveling and doing all of that, I said, how can I continue to do exactly what I'm doing now, which is traveling around the world, enjoying, seeing new places, meeting new people on one side, but then also helping other people, making money, doing all of that from just my computer anywhere in the world. So basically that's kind of what led me down the path of wanting to try all of these different things. I tried Amazon FBA. I tried drop shipping. Within drop shipping, that's where I spent a lot of my time, from different types of stores, from print-on-demand stores to actual product drop shipping to just digital product drop shipping. Like, that's not much drop shipping, but digital product stuff. I did stock trading for a little while, right? I even looked into affiliate marketing, looked into network marketing. I tried so many things that I could probably just go on and on and on for you. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because based on a lot of the people that I'm getting feedback from, and even that just express interest and possibly want to work with us, it's a very similar story to that story that I went through, right? So I spent years and years trying to understand stock trading, realizing how to do a startup, how to get into real estate as an investor, how to get into real estate as a salesperson, right? I tried so many damn things. And I think it was helpful for me to do that. And don't get my misperceptions wrong. And I don't want to guide you guys in too many directions. I think it's important for you to try different things so you have the understanding of what you like. But the thing is, though, is know that if you're doing a bunch of different things in different areas, it will significantly hamper and hold you back from being able to get the true massive level of success that you want. Now you might say, Chris, why is that the case? Because you got to think about it. Let's say you're doing 5 different things, which is, being frankly, that's kind of what I was doing. Amazon FBA, drop shipping, stock trading, you name it, right? Say there's 5 different things. And no matter how hard you work or anything like that, you only have 100% of attention that you can give in your life, right? So within all of that, and I'm not even taking into account any sort of outside personal stuff. I'm not taking into account family. I'm not taking in regards to health. Obviously that's going to take a section out of this, but let's just even say our attention units when it comes to business and growing and all that stuff, right? Let's say you have 100 units. If you're doing 5 different things, you split them evenly, that means you're only doing 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here. Now, why is that important to keep into account? Because you doing 5 over here and only 20 on each one of them, you're going to have one person that's going to do 100. In one specific area. And how does that help you? Because now you're able to move faster, you're able to iterate faster, you're able to get better in that one skill set that will allow you to have more success. And on top of that too, this is the saddest part about it, because you can, I can't say every field, but most things out there, you can become successful if you just dedicate enough time and you work and you improve and you learn all of these different things. Any field. So obviously, I'm going to share with you, I have my own biases based on what has worked for me, but understand that if you just truly dedicate yourself, make sure you're in the winning boat, though, is one thing that I'd say, and I'll go on that more in a minute. But you can win in anything, but the hard part is so many people jump around in all these different things. I know I did it for many years, and I didn't really have much success. I wasted thousands and thousands of dollars, so much time that it's not even funny. And waste is maybe a wrong term to use, because I learned a lot from this experience, and I believe that it helped shape me into who I am today, so I wouldn't change it for anything. But no, I could have gotten on the path of success much quicker had I had access to this information and understood it. So, circling back, you have 5 on one side and you have one person. This person over here is just focusing on that one, has a much higher probability of just getting success because they're just very focused on this, and all of their attention and work is being compounded on top of each other. That's kind of the basic foundation and principle. We talked about being in a winning boat. There's a story from Warren Buffett that's really profound. He talks about some of the people that he went to university with that are very smart, very intelligent. He's referring to one guy in specific. And within this, He talks about how this guy was just as smart as him, just as good, all of these different things. But Warren Buffett came Warren Buffett. And this guy was just stuck in some corporate job, yeah, maybe making 100K, whatever it was, but nowhere near the level of success that Warren was having. Now, why do I bring that story up? Because obviously, look, we're focused on very niche stuff. We teach people how to close high-ticket deals. That's what we do. But on top of that, there's a lot of people out there that are guiding others in certain ways, and we hope with the correct intentions. Many of them do have right intentions, but we just know it's not proper. And ultimately, what we're seeking to do is we're seeking to go ahead and give you guys the skills you need to be successful. Obviously, we'd love to go ahead and be in the online closing space, high-ticket closing space, because that's where we believe. But in the same sense, wherever it is, we just want to see the world do good. We want to see you guys be successful. So on that, circling back, and I know I kind of jump around sometimes. If you have these videos and you continue watching, you'll see I have a tendency to do this. Everyone has their different styles. But going back to the Warren Buffett thing, you can go ahead and be in many different boats and be successful and understand certain boats will get you certain places. And certain boats will be very limited based on what it is. If you are flipping burgers at McDonald's and you say, I want to do this for the rest of my life, just know that that has limits. You're not going to be making $10 million a year flipping burgers at McDonald's, where you got to get in a different boat. I know it's obviously a very extreme example, but it proves the point in a sense. There are many different areas that you can get into, but make sure that you're getting in the right boat. So, circling all the way back to the purpose of this video, right? We've talked about making sure you focus your attention units and you put it into specific areas, right? I tried all these different things, and did it help me and create me who I am today? Absolutely. But I could have gotten where I wanted a lot quicker by focusing on the one thing that you guys may or may not know was high-ticket closing. High-ticket closing for me just changed it all for a myriad of different reasons. I think that I was able to get into it, I was able to understand it. As we talk about the boat, I think that the online coaching industry will be significantly growing. And that's not only my opinion. You look at the data, I mean, it's literally compounding year over year over year. It's actually one of the fastest growing industries in the entire world. And I truly believe that the online coaching industry will take over the traditional education industries, especially for higher education with colleges and universities. Why in the world am I bringing this up? Because that is the industry that we are teaching you how to sell in. So you're going ahead and you're rowing with the stream in this boat. You're not rowing against the stream. You're rowing with the stream as more and more people get into this space, right? We're talking hundreds of billions of dollars, right? Estimated to become trillions of dollars per year that will be transacted in these high-ticket online coaching programs. Now, guess where it needs to be transacted through? You guys as the high-ticket closers. So I was able to get in a great industry that was rowing with the river, with the current. And on top of that too, my mentor, he forced me to go ahead and focus on this. And that's the thing that I challenge you guys. I'm not saying that you only just need to pick one thing and you can never look at anything else ever again. But if you're gonna do something, commit to it. Whatever space it is. As we shared with you guys before, our purpose here is to try to help you guys become successful, to give you the skills you need to become successful. Obviously, our main focus is high-ticket closing. There's no shadow of a doubt about that. We believe it's the best way to make money right now. But with that, we want you to be successful and know that if you keep going and half-assing all these different things that you're doing, that is not going to give you the highest probability of success. So with that, I challenge you guys, understand where you are. Because like I shared, I tried a bunch of different things and it helped give me insight into what I liked and what I didn't like. Maybe you're at that phase in your life. You just want to try a bunch of stuff, and that's okay. But know that you're not priming yourself to be the most successful in any one space. Take a couple of months. Take X amount of period. Take X number of money to go ahead and dedicate towards something. Because that is how you'll be primed to achieve the most amount. Right? As we talked about before, make sure you're rowing in the right boat. Make sure you're talking about the right opportunity structures and everything like that. And on top of it too, make sure any of those things like we talked about before that you're actually committing yourself to, don't half-ass it. That's the saddest part about it. Some people come in and they just half do it. If you're gonna do it, at least do it. Dedicate the time, dedicate the money. Dedicate you to making sure that this can be successful. Because I can tell you, it's not going to be all butterflies and rainbows. As much as these people come out and flash their Lamborghinis and their nice watches, the nice houses, there's a very ugly side to entrepreneurship. There's an ugly side to making this kind of money. And the ugly side, in full transparency, is a shit ton of work. Time, perseverance, mental fortitude. But I can tell you, if you do all of that and you show up, you can make significantly more money than most likely you are right now for a majority of the audience here. And most likely more money than you ever thought you could have. So, to end this specific video, this episode, remember you guys, don't have too much of shiny object syndrome just jumping around from thing to thing. We can make another video kind of going about the psychology behind why this happens in the brain and all of that. If it does, go ahead and drop it down in the comments so we're aware. Otherwise, we don't need to if you guys wouldn't like to. But within that, know if you are doing 5 different things at once, it is significantly decreasing your probability of success. So focus on the thing that you want, make sure you're in the right boat, and work hard because it's the mandatory of what you need to do in order to become successful.